Today, I want to present integrity and anti-corruption. My name is Lin Pei. And what is a banking scam? Scammers intended to steal money or private financial information from people or companies are known as banking scams. Scammers employ a variety of techniques to fool victims into divulging private information such as account number, passwords, or one-time password. We may stay safe and safeguard our finances by being aware of them scams. Number two, type of banking scam. Banking fraud typically fall into one of the following categories. Phishing is the practice of sending phony emails or message purporting to be from a bank. Phishing is the practice of fraudsters calling and posing as bank employees. ATM scheming is the use of devices that copy pins and card information. Online banking fraud is the practice of hackers gaining access to accounts through malware or stolen credentials. And SMS or email fraud is the practice of sending phone alerts that lead victims to click links and divulge personal information. Number three, how scammers operate. Every fraud operates in a unique way. Phishing involves people entering their account information on fully websites. Phone calls are used by wishing to obtain password or pins. ATM theft uses convert equipment to collect card information. Malware or credentials that have been stolen are frequently used in online banking fraud to access accounts. SMS or email frauds uses urgent message to lure victims into clicking on dangerous links. Number four, dangers of scam. Scammers frequently target small business, frequently ATM users, the elderly, and those who are less tech savvy. Although anyone might become a victim, those who are not aware of scam tactics are more vulnerable. Number five, how to recognize scams. Scam can be identified by keeping an eye out of frantic requests for personal information, suspicious calls from unfamiliar number, poorly written letters, or link in email or text, and ATMs that seem to have been tampered with or have additional device connect. Number six, prevention and safety tips. Never divulge your PINs, password, or OTP to avoid becoming a victim. Calls or message purporting to be from your bank should always be verified. Make use of two-factor authentication and secure one-of-a-kind passwords. Stay clear and of umbrella of URLs and keep an eye out of strange transactions on your account statements. Number seven, give scammer and final advice. In the event that you are cornered, get in touch with your bank right away to freeze your account. Change your online banking password. Report the occurrence to Bank Negara, Malaysia, and the police. And maintain a record of all communication. Remind yourself that no reputable bank will ever request important banking information over the phone or over email. Keep religion and warn friends and family about scammers. The best defense against financial scam is caution.
Hi, my name is Cham Lee Ying. So today our group assignment, our group member is Chan Hui Ying, Lim Pei Yi, and also me, Cham Lee Ying. So in this group assignment, my title is Love Scam. So what is love scam? A love scam is a type of online file where a scammer pretends to build a romantic relationship with a victim in order to exploit their financially or emotionally. So the first one, how the love scam works. Scammer build emotional trust before they exploit their victims financially. The first one is intentional connect. The scammer contacts the victims through social media, dating apps, or messaging platforms. The second one is building trust or declaring love. After gaining the victim's trust, the scammer professes love prematurely, they create a sense of intimacy and dependence, making the victims feel special and emotionally invested in the relationship. The last one is financial exploitation. The scammer fabricates urgent problems, medical emergency, business crisis, or travel costs. The next one of targets of the scam. Lovely individuals, people who feel isolated or are seeking companionship are prime targets. The second one is elderly or single parents. Elderly individuals and single parents are frequently target due to their tendency or to trust others. The last one is emotionally vulnerable people, individuals going through emotionally hardship such as grief, heartbreak, or loneliness. So how to recognize a love scam? How to recognize a love scam is suspicious romantic behavior. Second one is inconsistent personality information. And the third one is financial red flags. So the next one is method to prevent being a victim. So the first one is never send money, and the second one is verify their identity. So the third one is be cautious of fast love, and the last one is more important is protect your information. So the step to take if you become a victim. So the first one is stop all the communication and also report to the authorities. And the third one is contact your bank. And the last one is preserve all the evidences. So the true damage of love scam is the first one is emotional trauma, and the second one is financial loss, and the third one is loss of trust, and the last thing is social isolation. So the end of the love scam is protect yourself and your loved ones. So we need to remember, if it feels too good to be true, it probably is. Just never trust too easily. Always verify the identity of anyone you meet online before building an emotional and financial connection with them. Talk to your family and friends if you found urgent. Protect yourself and your loved ones. Awareness and critical thinking are your best defenses against love scam. So that is all for that.
Good morning, everyone. Today I will be discussing an increasing common and dangerous types of fraud that targets individuals across all demographics, the partial scam. This type of scam has become more sophisticated, often involving a series of manipulative testing designed to cause fear, confusion, and urgency. My goal is to raise awareness for this scam and help you avoid becoming victim. First, what is a partial scam? Let's start with understanding what a partial scam is. Essentially, a partial scam occurs when scammer reach out to victim with a message or call, claiming that a parcel has been delivered to their address or is awaiting delivery. The scammer will then manipulate the victim by claiming the parcels contain illegal or suspicious items, such as trans or stored goods, and demand money to settle these issues. To make it more believable, the scammers may pose as courier service like DHL, Post Malaysia, or J&T Express, or even pretending to be a police officer, custom official, or bank official. They will try to make the victim believe that their bank account will be frozen or at arrest warrants with will be issued if the money is not transferring immediately. Second, current targets and how to recognize pressure scam. Now, let's talk about who is most vulnerable to type of scam. In theory, individuals, students, and online shoppers are often targeted to their lack of awareness and familiarity with sharp veteran studies. Events, working adults, and people who frequently use courier service are not immune. So how can you recognize a partial scam? when you receive a suspicious message or call. Here are some warning signs. The caller presses you to act immediately, gives a sense of urgency. The caller asks for one-time password, this OTP, or banking details. You might receive a threatening tone or warning for an arrest, or the curse case. You never order any parcel, yet the caller insists that one is awaiting delivery. The caller may have a sufficient international phone number or refuse face-to-face the verification. These red flags should immediately raise your suspicion that sometimes is not right. The third, prevention: how to protect yourself. Now then, we know that this scam look like it. Let's move on to how to prevent becoming a victim. The most important things to remember is to never share your OTP or banking details with anyone you don't trust. The scammers often attempt to get access to your bank account by asking of this sensitive information. If you receive a suspicious call or message, do not transfer money to unknown accounts. Simply hang out immediately and verify the information through the official courier service or bank website. Another effective method is to install call blocking apps to prevent unknown or international number from reaching you. And if you live with interior family members, it's crucial to educate them about these scams, as they are often targeted. Always discuss suspicious call with your family members to ensure that everyone stays alert and informed. The fourth, what to do if you be scammed. If you do end up falling victim to a partial scam, don't panic. It's important to take action quickly. Contact your bank immediately to freeze your accounts and prevent the future loss. Report the incidents to the authorities, such as the police or the local consumer protection agency. You should also report the scam to the current service, as this helps them track fraudulent activities and warns others. And the conclusion, stay alert, stay safe. In conclusion, always remember, think before you act, verify before you trust, never transfer money under pressure, and share this evidence with your friends, family, and community. As partial scams continues to increase in both frequency and the sophistication, staying vigilant is the best defense. By talking small, preventive steps and education stores around you, we can protect ourselves and others from falling victim to this scam. Thank you for your free time.